And we start at the meeting with Shane Richardson spoke to Isaac Moses. Is it correct to your knowledge that the reason why he's leaving is because of your coaching?
I think so. I think it's obvious with the statement that it's about development, and at the end of the day, and I said this to the players, you can't be angry or be against someone for choosing something they think is best for their future. And I've said it to everyone I've ever coached is when it comes to negotiations, you have to do what's best for you. So, and that's logical. So no one's angry about it.
Everyone's got an ego though. Is that a hit to yours or a hit to your confidence as a coach?
I was shocked by it, no doubt. And a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, everyone thinks I can't coach anyone. So it's not that different to what's been said, So the thing with me is, and you guys know this, is I'll always back myself in the way I do things and my ability that I want what's best for this club and this team. And I'll do what it is that's best. And if I'm not the best option, then I'll go. But for right now, I'll back myself that we're turning things around.
Benji, you say you don't begrudge someone for wanting to do something for themselves and their future. Mm-hmm. Why then is he playing? Can you explain the decision to drop him this week?
Absolutely. As the coach, I have to decide what I think is best for the team and what's going to win this week. And on a lot of levels, it is best that he doesn't play this week. And I made that decision, and I had support of my senior group, which I think is important. But at the end of the day, that was my call on what I think is going to win us this game this week. That's what it is.
Is it a life sentence for him, Benj? Where is it? Do you review it again next week?
Absolutely, every week. And I had a chat to Lockie this morning about it. And you just go back to reserve grade, play your best footy. And the thing about footy is you get 80 minutes to block everything else out, and you just play. And that's what he loves doing. And I've always said it. His favourite day is game day. So he's got to go down there, play his best, and then earn some trust and respect back, and put himself in the frame for selection next week.
You talk about the senior players being involved in it. There's been a lot of talk about who drove it.
Yeah,
You drove it.
To clear things up, I called the meeting with the senior players. And I think it's important, as the coach, that you got the support of the group. I had a decision in my mind, and if they changed my decision, then I would have changed it if it was best for the team. But we made that decision. I made that decision, and I had the support of them. So,
Benji, you handed him his debut. He's played some pretty good football over the last 24 months. Are you surprised that he has an issue with the way you've coached him?
Yeah, I think I just said I was surprised by it. All I can say is, he's played some pretty good footy in the last 12 months. Whether that's because of me or because of him, who knows? But we got the Prime Minister's 13 Rookie of the Year, and we revolve a lot of things around him. And I still think he's a great player, don't get me wrong. He owes me nothing. He owes our club nothing. At the end of the day, it is what it is. People move on, people come and go, but the club's bigger. The thing for us is we got him for the next 18 months. So he's got to get through this game, put himself in the frame for selection next week, and then go from there.
Do you think the issue is the coaching, the philosophies, or do you think it's a personal thing? Do you think he feels a little bit ostracised for whatever reason? Do you think it's more than just football?
That's not a question for me. I don't know the answer.
Benji, if you feel like he hasn't got he's got another chance to come back in, why did you stand him down?
Just said why I let him go. I thought it was the best thing for the team to win this week.
Benji, is he being bullied by the other players?
I don't think he's been bullied by the other players. I think emotional responses to things happening might seem like it, but there's been no sense of bullying at our club, and we don't stand for bullying. And I talked to the team about it this morning. That's not us. Okay, so we're not bullies. Our players are not bullies. They had emotional reaction to one of their teammates, but it's not bullying. I can guarantee you that.
Is this a ploy to get him out of the club?
I don't know. You have to ask the people involved with it.
Just to go back to what Dave was asking when you said you think it was best for the team, was that because there was animosity amongst the team? It was certainly not for him.
Look, I don't have to justify why I make selections for the team. If I think it's best for the team to win and get the result this weekend, that's the decision. And that's the same every week, and I make selections for the team. So that doesn't need a waiver. And just because you want to know everything, we don't have to tell everything. But I've never said any week why or why not someone's playing.
Can you accept that it looks a bit like sour grapes?
You can look however you want. That's not what it is.
But do you think he's being...
Apparently his agent came to the meeting with a dossier of complaints. Are we aware of that? And what's your view on that?
I can't control that, really. At the end of the day, I've got to coach and try and get wins and do what's best for the club. I'll continue doing that.
Does it upset you that someone would allegedly keep records of issues that...
Look,
Like that.
I spoke to Lockie this morning, like very closely, and I actually really feel sorry for him. He's a young kid who wants to do what's best for his future. Now, the reaction's been overwhelming for him, and I can understand that. I've been through his shoes and understand what that's like and what the pressure's like. Okay, but what we got to remember is he's a 19-year-old kid who just loves footy. You know, and then this has been made out to be a lot bigger than what it is for everyone, and I understand the emotion and the enormity of the way the fans feel, the way the club feel, the way everyone feels. That is big, but like he's a kid, okay? And like my point is, we need to stop talking about this for his sake too. We're moving on for next week. We need to play this week and move on to next week, and that's what he needs to do.
And you said he'll be here for 18 months. Is that realistic? Do you think that is realistic?
Well, he's contracted to be here for 18 months. Whether that happens or not, I can't comment on the future. I don't know. And it's not the decisions I make.
Do you think he's been manipulated, Benj, by his manager?
You ask me all these questions about do I think and do I know? I don't know. If I knew the answer, I'd say it to you. I actually don't know. They're questions for their people.
Well, are you
Coach, do you want him?
Yeah, I do. I love coaching Lockie. I really do. I said it to him this morning. I enjoy coaching you. You're a pleasure to coach. I actually think that you're the future of the club, even though that you don't think you are now. So it is what it is.
Did you try to get him to change his mind?
Yeah, no.
Do you think there's a chance he may change his mind, Ben? Will you keep working on him to try?
You're
and
asking me
change
heaps of do I thinks.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, will you keep working on him
I
to
don't know.
change his mind?
Mate, we need to keep working on what's best for us to win games.
Well,
Have you given up on the fact that he'd be on 27?
Have I given up? No.
the rules state that he can't talk to any other club before November 1. Are you concerned that that's not the case and there are other clubs in his ear?
I can't control that, honestly. Like, all these things are being dragged in, all these agendas, all these different things that I don't control. I can only control the way I coach the team and what happens. And I want to win, you know? So I've made the decision for the club and the team what I think's best.
Benji's 18 months, it's really tenable given the circumstances. This is the circus at the start.
Mate, you answer that however you want.
Last one for Benji.
Samir Taru across the line for you with what he posted online?
Look, I don't think it was something we wanted, to be honest. Crossing the line, I don't know. I think it's an emotional response again to something as a teammate, and unless you've played in team sports, you won't get it and understand what that means, you know. And so, yeah, sure. I don't think he should have done it, but am I going to slap on the wrist for it? No. We'll deal with it internally. We don't need that.
Benji, what do you think the reaction will be on Monday when Lockie plays?
Again, I don't know. Honestly, you ask me what I think. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell the future. Like, I'm trying to be as genuine to who I am through this whole process. And what the pressure does, it makes you try and think you need to be something else or change the way you are. I'm not going to change the way I am, okay? And I've got care for Lockie. That's been clear forever. I've never, not once, put him in a position where he felt uncomfortable, okay? And I'm all about the mental well-being of our players, yeah, for sure. And this has been tough for him and his parents. They're good people, okay? People need to understand they're really good people and they want the best for their son. And as a parent, I put myself in that position, I'd be the same, wanting the same for my son. So we need to just take a chill pill on the things we're saying about him and to him and like the threats and all that stuff. Like, it's rugby league. The kid's going to move on. At the end of 2026, when he goes, the club will move on, and so will he. So let's just chill with all the shit that's coming his way and just let him play footy.